Hi, Miss Tidwell's first graders. Let's have teaching time with Miss Tidwell. For our letter sound this week, remember we're talking about with the letter U. Under the umbrella, U. And the letter U is a vowel, which means it makes, I've got my ear, I'm listening, more than one sound. More than one sound. More than one sound. So this letter U is a vowel. It can say when it's short. It can say you when it's long, like unicorn, but it can also make some other sounds too, like ooh, like stinky trash, and So let's take a look at some blending with the letter U. I'm gonna put this here and let's get ready to do a little bit of blending. You ready? All right, with our blending, here we go. With the vowel, that's the letter U. All right, sound, purr. U, because that boy E. Prune, prune. Prune. Make your mouth fit it. Prune. Oh, prune. Prune. Like a fruit. Prune. Or when you go and cut back some of the bushes or plants, it's going to prune the plant. How about this one? Sound. J. U. June. June, the month of June. I made it with a capital because it's the name of the month. Sound, duh. U, Dune, Dune. Oh, dune, dune. Dune, like when you go to the beach and you see those big piles of sand and then the weedy type of plants that are around, that's a sand dune. Dune. Sound. Duh. You. Duke. 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 Oh, Duke. Like the king, the queen, the prince, the princess, the duke, and the duchess. Duke. So remember, it's a letter U. The U can shout its name to say U, but sometimes the letter U makes more than one sound. And we said one of those is like, ew, stinky trash, shoo-wee, ew. So sometimes it makes that sound also. There's my little ear, so it makes the sound of stinky trash. Ew, Duke. Sound, oh, you, Luke, Luke. Oh, ooh, stinky trash. Luke, like a person's name. Sound. Oh. It says why? Because there's no bully E there. Look. Sound. Duh. No U to make it shout its name. So we're going to give it the short sound of U. Duck. Duck. Remember, when you have vowels, A, E, I, O, U, the rule is they make more than one sound. So when you're trying to read a word, if it doesn't make sense when you try it one way, try it with another sound in its place and see if that makes sense. And sometimes you just have to make your mouth fit the sound. Instead of saying da-yoon, da-yoon, da-yoon. We don't talk like that. Make your mouth change it to fit. Dune, dune. Also remember, you have to check your word all the way to the end, because look at this. Even though it's very similar, one teeny tiny letter that's different changes the whole entire word from Duke to duck. So you have to pay very careful attention to that. Keep that in mind. I also want to do, since you're sitting right there and taking a look at that, let's do a little bit of letter sound change out. If I have the word mile, change I into oo makes mule. How about the word coat? Change O into U makes coat. Cute. What if my word is tone? Change the O into U makes tune. If my word is cub, change the into U makes cube. Yeah. All right. For this week, I also want to remind you, we've been talking about was and were. So I have my little chart here to help us. Was and were. When we use was and were, remember we're talking about those things that are happening in the past. And we said that when we use the word was, it's because you're talking about only one person or one animal or one thing. If we use the word were, it's when we're talking about more than one person or more than one animal or more than one thing. So listen to these sentences and tell me or say out loud if we're going to use the word was or were. We at home yesterday. We was at home yesterday. We were at home yesterday. Well, the word we means it's more than one. So it would be we were at home yesterday. How about this one? Grandma, happy to see us. Grandma was happy to see us or were happy to see us? Grandma is what? One person. So it would be was. Grandma was happy to see us. Dan, at the game. Dan was at the game or Dan were at the game? Dan is one person, so it would be Dan was at the game. The boys at the park. The boys was at the park. The boys were at the park. Well, the word boys tells us it's more than one. So the boys were at the park. Nice job. All right. Keep thinking about all the great things that you're doing, all the good work you're doing. I'm super duper proud of you. I also want you to remember that this week you're also looking at the parts of a plant and what each part does, its function in the job of the plant. So from the roots that drink up the nutrients that run all the way up the stem to feed the plant, the leaves, and the flowering part. You're doing a great job with your seesaw assignment. It shows you a really good video to go into more detail with it, and you're being able to label those parts. So I want you to keep it up, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Smarties.